today example, we had scene work happening in Studio 1. Akil, Sir Crumber, our movement coach, doing movement work in Studio 2. We had line work happening in the green room and in the music room, and another set of videos happening in what is ultimately prop storage. So that's not usually a typical day, but this process, because of the complexities of what is being built, rehearsals are happening sort of from 9 in the morning till 6 or so at night in various locations in the building. But a typical day is an 8-hour rehearsal day, broken up into sections. In this play, a lot of scene work, and then runs, usually in the afternoon. So to make it a theatrical event versus storytelling, leans relatively heavy on his theatrical tricks of with the use of rain, with the use of not only the stage space itself, but very sparse scenic elements. We have a flying sink, we have flying light bulbs, a flying baby doll that comes in at one point. Lights will play a hugely important role in defining space and also setting up this world. Props, although sparse in terms of this not being a kitchen sink sort of play, we start the play with a full set of sheets singing. They get taken down throughout the play. So I think it's those sort of elements which add magic, which bring life to an already beautiful story that creates a large play. Also, Eric has added in, brilliantly as usual, music to the play, which is something that he sort of envisions throughout. But this cast, which is amazing, have taken contemporary songs of the period and arranged them into the play. We also have, again, movement work I mentioned earlier that plays a particular part in both Pacola's journey and Charlie's journey. So, this isn't a musical by any means, but we sort of were joking with Eric about the Bluest Eye musical in its elements, which make up a play sort of outside of a normal straight play, which is sort of somewhat standard. Also, our sound designers, Rob and Michael, are adding a lot of not only underscoring, but using the actors as well in their own bodies. A lot of percussive work with hand clapping and foot stomping that we'll be exploring more as we get into the space itself. The stage manager, outside of the rehearsal process, is responsible for bringing in all the technical elements. The stage manager is the other character in the show with regard to the sound cues, with regard to lighting cues, with regard to, in this case, flying cues. He asked if I'd read the book, and I said, I remember reading the book in high school, actually. And I remember I grew up in the South, and I remember reading the book and feeling impacted by it, I guess, for lack of a better word, in the sense that not only how the story I felt affected the community that I was living in, but how it resonated to me. And I feel like that even more so now, especially as this play is being produced, speaking to both the communities of Hartford and New Haven, but also I think at large to humanity, because I think on a sort of broader level outside of race even, which obviously is a key, that it speaks to what we as a community are challenged by, what we as a community are responsible for, and how we take, how we accept, how we deny that responsibility. Is that everyone not only needed to come to this process with a large heart, with an open heart, but that he has assembled, and through the production has assembled, an amazing group of human beings that have all not only brought that large heart, but brought their own brokenness to the project, which is something that not only he's spoken about, but the actors have each spoken about. And I feel like that's very moving. And there have been well, every day, but particular moving rehearsals where material, although said day after day after day, really resonates or really hits an actor or actress in the process, and it's incredible, and it also makes the work extremely delicate as well. And I think Eric's really great at not only handling that delicacy, but using that to, again, create phenomenal performances and to watch sort of vulnerability of people. I think it's important to represent it because it is a part of our everyday life. It is a part of the human experience. It's not violence for violence sake, and through the theatrical medium abstracted. We've had some days where clearly the physical work that we're doing resonated with the actor or actress in what can only sort of be described as a hitting home kind of way. For students that are reading the book, I think the play will only excuse me, enrich the book for them and provide voices that they have in their head from the page, and we can bring that for them to the stage. I think for those who haven't read the book, that they'll take home, again, hopefully universal themes about responsibility, about the way others are treated, about how you treat others. You're talking about a cross-section of people who have experienced these things in their home, who have possibly experienced rape, incest, domestic violence, definitely have experienced racism. The hope that the piece offers as well, that through this brokenness, or if through this brokenness someone could be mended, could it be you?